Hello, everyone. Recently, Microsoft introduced the new name for Azure Active Directory, and it's going to be in full uh, use by October of this year. So, I would just like to briefly show you what is going to be changing. For the most part, only the names are changing. The functionality still remains the same, at least for now. All right. So, let's do a walkthrough. So right now we have uh, Active Directory free version, right? So this is going to change to Microsoft Entra, right? Uh, Azure AD free, Microsoft Entra ID free, all right? And still talking about the different licensing versions. You're all familiar with the premium licenses, right? So, we used to have the Azure AD P1, P2, right? Azure AD P1 and P2. So those ones are going to be changing to Microsoft Entra ID P1 and P2 as well. So if you are using the premium license 1 or premium license 2, so expect a name change. As the last time I checked the documentation, they mentioned that they're going to be uh, enforcing those names by October. So by October, look out for the name change in terms of license 1 or 2, Azure AD premium license 1 or 2, and you can find it, then check out for Microsoft Entra, right? Um, the Active Directory Connect is going to change to Microsoft uh, Entra Connect, ID Connect as well. So there are other features that are going to be changing as well. Um, so we have some documentations I'm going to post um, once I finish this recording, so you can use that to also gather information as you would love to. So as a user, no action is required from you right now, right? So if you are using an Azure Active Directory today, or as a customer, if you are considering deploying your services, your identities into Azure Active Directory within your organization, yeah, you can go ahead with whatever task you have in mind in your identity environment. It's not going to interrupt your services, right? Existing deployments, existing configurations, integrations, all of those are going to remain the same, right? So as of today, Microsoft is saying that you don't need to do anything, just wait for those name changes to reflect in your environment. And so there are other names that are going to be changing. There's also the Azure AD external identities. External identities, right? So naturally, that is going to change to Microsoft Entra external ID. So anywhere you see Azure AD, expect a replacement with Microsoft Entra. All right. So for other services in Azure AD that are not going to be changing in terms of the name, examples are going to be the Microsoft Graph, right? Microsoft Graph PowerShell. All those are API support that we utilize in Active Directory, especially in Azure. Those names are going to remain the same. The ADFS, right? Active Directory Federation Services, is still going to remain the same. The Azure Active Directory Business to Customer, B2C, yeah, it's still going to remain as it is, right? Until Microsoft comes up with their any update with respect to name changes. So expect the display names for the SKUs to start changing from October 1st, 2023, right? So Microsoft is saying that by the end of 2023, the names are going to be fully implemented. The name change are going to be fully implemented in the Active Directory environment. All right, so uh, if you are just in this video, look out for the name changes as they are reflected. If you are looking for the SKUs, those are something that you want to get familiar with. All right, so you have the Microsoft Entra ID Premium 1, Premium 2, Microsoft Entra ID Free. All right, so those are the names we are going to be expecting. And I know we get this question that is it that Microsoft is phasing out Azure Active Directory? Far from it, right? Azure Active Directory is not going away. It's just that the names are going to be changing, but the functionalities are still going to remain the same. So, what about conditional access management that we enjoy currently in our identity environment? So, for instance, the Azure AD tenant, right? Oops. The Azure AD tenant, it's going to become Microsoft Entra tenant. I think they made it easy for anyone to be able to understand how those names are going to be evolving. The Azure AD account, right? That is going to become Microsoft Entra account as well. And of course, joined services. The joined functionality of Azure Active Directory is going to change to Microsoft Entra joined. The Azure AD conditional access, um, Microsoft Entra conditional access. All right. So all the features, all the capabilities of these entities remain the same. The only thing that's going to change, once again, is the name. All right. So you continue to use this without seeing any interruption uh, in your environment. All right. So check out the documentations I'm going to be posting under this video for more information. Thank you.